Call 911.
God, he ain't going down.
I just heard something. It's like a tree snap.
I get about halfway to that wood line, and that's when I seen it, like, take off from, I don't know, about 25.
Welcome back to an episode of the Half-Inch French Crew. For a chance to win a night vision binocular, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy.
So last night me and Shelby come out here, and right here, it was just right here, and something right here took off running down through there, and it was turning rocks over. It just didn't sound like no deer, or I wouldn't have over exaggerated like I did.
It was T-stepping.
Huh? Yeah, it was high stepping, whatever it was. It definitely sounded like it stumbled a couple times. So tonight, we're going to separate. We're going to use our walker comms. But there's a tree stand over this way. I'm going to go up in it. I have better insurance than Shelby. So.
You have insurance?
Yeah. Yeah, I got insurance to work. But Shelby's going to go down here a little ways. And we're just gonna try to split up and double our chances. Maybe something will come through here. Maybe we can get the jump on it.
Yeah. But you'll be up high and I'll be.
I heard some really weird sounds last night too, so I'm thinking, see now, Mom and Dad have seen them right here. You've seen them right here. Sabrina's seen them right here. I mean, they're always right here. So
It's right here where you can see everything.
yeah, that one episode where we all camped out. You can't tell it right now, but that's where we camped. Every year the land changes because of the water. It comes up like this could be high one year and it could be really low the next. It changes every year. Despite the water washing all the weeds and leaves away, there's always ticks.
Always.
You can spray permethrin all you want, there's always ticks. Let's get over to this tree stand. Try it. That's all sticks and washed up. And here's the tree stand. Dad made this by hand. So if I fall, Dad, it's your fault. So everybody knows I'm so scared of heights I don't even have rugs in my house. Call 911.
God, you ain't going down, are you?
Call 911.
Yeah, we're some Sasquatch researchers. We're stuck out here in the tree stand.
Alright, I'm up in a tree stand. Homemade one. Got my snake guards on. It's a homemade tree stand. I'm absolutely scared to move. Keep hearing a lot of creaking.
Alright, I'm heading in there somewhere.
Right.
Where do you want me to go?
It's pretty dark, but this camera makes it look like daylight.
Yeah.
You go over where the tractor tire was.
Okay.
That way you can hear me screaming.
Okay.
Come get me. Shelby's going off.
So, this is where we're gonna go. Which my brother isn't too far. He's right over there. Looking for a good spot to sit so I ain't making no noises. Forgot there's a stump over here. There we go. A lot better. Found me a stump. Whole log. Put the headphones on because you can hear everything. It's kind of creepy. You can hear all kinds of stuff. And this light is so bright, the screen. I thought I heard something walking. That's why I put the headphones on. But it's quiet. I hear frogs. Waiting for something to scream.
Something's gonna come walking along and grab my feet. That's how far Shelby away. He's I can't see Shelby on here anywhere. Shelby's out that direction. That's where we stumbled across something last night. I tried to get a look at it with the thermal. So, we're a week out from our Washington trip, and Dad has finished his chemo, and he's got to ring the bell. So he's beat cancer pretty good. But the other day, Dad was out here fishing just as soon as he started feeling better, and he was out here and he tripped and fell. And when he did, he tore his Achilles heel and he broke his thumb. So Dad's up at the house right now with his foot elevated. It's been like that for about a week now, maybe a little longer than a week. This isn't the first time he's tore his Achilles, but it's gonna put a damper on us hiking in Washington. I'm just sitting up here. My Dad's homemade tree stand. Shaking a little bit because I'm scared of heights. Heard a couple weird noises tonight already. Shelby's out in front of me a little ways. I was going to put 2 tree stands up today. The ambulance that we use for the channel is broke down. First the pump went down on it. We thought it was pump, and then it was the fuel tank pickup. So we fixed all that, and now the injector pump's out. So getting tired of working on that thing. That's all I've done since I got it. So the ambulance is going to be on the back burner for a little bit. I'm sitting up here and I'm wondering, what in the hell am I doing? What if one of these things runs up here and is mad I'm here? And I'm up here. I can't go nowhere. The trees ain't very big. So It could take down a tree. I'm just sitting up here thinking, this is stupid. I shouldn't be up here. All these damn things is gonna run up on me, and I'm gonna be stuck up here. I wonder how Shelby's doing. Our communications went down. I just
heard something. Sounded like a tree snap. And it sounded close. And I've lost contact with my brother. He's not too far from me. He's right over there somewhere. But I'm scared. Scared shitless, honestly. I might have to text him. I'm really scared. I can't see nothing right now. I'm sure hoping I'm recording this thing because I got this door shut. So it ain't blinding me. These headphones, I can hear everything and it's absolutely scaring me. I think I actually might take them off. A while ago I thought I heard something breathing. I thought it was me, so I was holding my breath and I could still hear it. I'm starting to wonder if them footprints I heard was something very close to me. And right now it's watching me and I can't see it. My brother's got the night vision. I'm keeping this thing rolling. Every time I hear something, I flip it on. But I'm scared. I don't know if you can see anything. But, I don't think so. A whole bunch of lightning bugs. Let's see if there's anything behind me. No. If there is, let me know. If you see anything, let me know. I'm really scared, so I'm gonna take these headphones off because they're scaring me. So weird. So weird. Alright. I'm pausing for now.
got movement over here. I can't feel my butt cheeks. This is really uncomfortable.
I took the headphones out. See? Tree snap. Right there. I'm scared. I almost want to start singing, but I don't want to make it come towards me. Activities kind of died down to about last night. Last night scared me. I was up to like 6 o'clock in the morning till the sun started to come up. I fell asleep, took a shower, and I got right back up. I've been awake. Now here it's like 9:30, I think. Might be later than that. I haven't looked at my phone in a minute. Out of work tomorrow. Yeah. Dedicated. Dedicated for you guys. You know. We're in this. I was telling my brother, like, it's almost like we're cursed or something, or something's up with our bloodline, because, man, we've had challenge after challenge, bad luck after bad luck, you know, and we never get put down, that's for sure. We always get back up. We keep our faith, you know. Things happen, but does it happen to this much to everyone else? You know? Something over there, I can hear it. I really want to turn on my flashlight. I need some night vision glasses. Google Pixel night vision glasses. Do they have those? I'm pretty scared.
Turn my light off for a little bit. Check back in about an hour.
Me and Adam, we're in this. We're in it deep. I do this, then I go to work all week. I try as much as I can to go out. And last night we were out here to, I think, 2 o'clock. I was just up all night, scared. Hope this thing's in my... Hope I'm recording everything and I'm catching the frame, because I don't have the door open. It blinds me. See, I think there's something over there. Let's just say I hope there is. Ooh. I just hope it don't eat me. Alright, I'm gonna pause you guys, so something starts to happen, you'll see it.
I don't want to turn my light on. I hear stuff move. I've been looking around with the thermal and I don't see really anything. That's why I like this camera. I can really see light. Alright. So the river's up here. Well, the river's in front of me, but something just crossed the river where the water's low. There's definitely something coming. I heard it come across the river. Whatever it is, it's gonna come right through here. Something over here moving. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with playing in the river, but around here the rocks are really big, and if you like kind of slip, you can hear the rocks shuffle, with a brief splash. That's what I heard. I'll just wait and see now. I hope Shelby was recording because we just heard a wood knock.
Well, you know what? I just realized something. My brother's using me as bait. I'm over here by myself on a stump, or tree log. He's up in a tree stand, probably watching me from somewhere. He's using me as bait. That son of a gun. Using me as bait. That turd. I can't believe that. He's using me as bait. I literally just thought of that. Hope it's worth it, brother. Hope you get it. Now I'm scared bait. Especially knowing what I've seen come in these woods. Bluff charged over there. Literally. Right there. Somewhere over there. That's before we really even started getting into this. We recorded, but it was all GoPro. Wife has seen it in here. Mom and Dad have seen it in here. There's been some scary stuff seen in here. My grandma's seen some scary stuff in here. My grandpa's seen a crying dog. See, now I'm scared again. There I am, sitting in the pitch black on a stump, getting chiggers and ticks. 10 o'clock at night, probably 10:30. Tree knot. It sounded distant though. I'm gonna have me a shirt made that says Sasquatch bait. Oh, turd.
Something over here, this way. I definitely feel like I need to get down and get closer. I don't know. Don't know what to do. I can't feel my butt cheeks. My butt is numb. Oh, he's down. The camera dropped down to 15%. I'm gonna have to change the battery.
You got it. Easter. I don't know.
Can't feel my butt.
I can't. That's why I stood up. I couldn't feel my butt no more. My feet were tingling. Big booty Judy. You got everything? There's a chair up there?
Yeah.
It scared me. Oh my goodness. No, you're good. Man, he's alive.
Oh, forgot how to walk. Oh.
Do you see little makeshift pieces up there Dad's got?
God dang.
I think he was sitting up there all day.
I didn't know I could go out there. I was too scared to stand up.
I bet. I wouldn't do it.
Just up there. Every time I move, it all moves. I was like, oh, no. I don't know. I think it's a safety violation.
Especially after flood came. Oh my goodness.
Did you get that wood knock?
Yes, the one that sounded over there. That way.
Rough that way somewhere. I'm all screwed up in the direction.
Yeah, I think so. Want to try to see if we can hear it?
Yeah. Let's venture over there. Come across the river earlier.
Did you?
I did.
Man, I was wearing these headphones for a while, and I could hear breathing. No, it wasn't me.
Electronic. Basically, them's gonna hear like a audio recorder, like an EVP.
Yeah. Well, I was like, and I could still hear it. I was like, well, I'm taking these damn things off. It scared me.
I never put mine on. That's ants all over that thing.
Every time they find my body, they don't know who I am.
Went down that way.
I never heard it really go anywhere.
Goats are freaking out.
I come out of the side of the house, or the front door, come over to the side of the house. And when I go over to the stand, I just kind of come down as low as I can. And then I try to stay back away from the edge of the hill, so if there's something down the hill from me, it can't see me until I get to the edge of it right over here. Well, I get about where I water the goats, and I drop off there. I get about halfway to that wood line, and that's when I seen it, like, take off from, I don't know, about 25, 30 feet off in the woods. It just takes off down the hill at an angle towards Chris's place. And it was fucking weird because I heard it for, I don't know, 15 seconds, and then it just quit making noise. But I could still see it.
You can still see it running.
Yeah, you could still see leaves, tree branches, like everything moving.
And I bet.
But it quit making noise.
But when it was making noise, it was a lot of noise, wasn't it?
It was, I don't know, it was almost like I couldn't have made that much noise running through the woods.
Like we always refer to like a vehicle put it in neutral and push down the hill.
Oh yeah, like you just pushed it off the hill while it wasn't running. I mean, it was breaking stuff that I didn't even know was in there.
Yeah, like a dozer that's electric or something.
Oh yeah, but it was weird because when I stopped hearing it, I still saw it for another 15 seconds and it was gone. It was probably not even that long.
What color was it?
Silver. It almost like you could tell it was dark colored, but it was like looked like a silverback gorilla almost. It probably wasn't but 15 seconds, but it just seemed like a long time. Because I had enough time to register what it was. Like, because a lot of times you'll just be like stunned. You won't know exactly, but I was like, I know what that is. And about that time it quit making noise.
And I'm like kind of trying to train myself for this moment
to not
happen.
Have that couple seconds of being
to get a camera and record, but that is the last thing that goes through your mind.
Oh no, yeah, you're not gonna worry about grabbing a phone or anything, especially when it's that
You're
close
trying to
you.
decide which direction your feet need to be moving.
Like if I hear something, I'll pull my phone out and record it, but like when you see something like that and you're making noise, all you can do is just sit there for a second and kind of think about what am I actually seeing?
Yeah, and all this started once you put all these goats in.
Well, it definitely picked up. Now, it seems like it's always on this side over here too, where the goats are at.
Well, I'm gonna bet money it won't. I don't know how soon, but eventually you're gonna start losing livestock.
I have one that's like runs around. He's not even pinned up. He's not like a guinea pig or nothing, but I figured by now he would, coyotes or something, but there's not even coyotes here anymore.
That's what we was just talking about. It's been a long time since I heard a coyote. It's been since
middle of last year.
I think the last time I heard one was January, February time. But it was really cold.
It was
really cold last time I heard.
Like the end of bow season. I ain't heard nothing since then. Full moon, didn't matter. I ain't heard nothing this year.
What else have you seen out here? Trying to get people to know, like you live.
I thought I seen a lower part of a torso over when I was hunting behind the garage, but that was really short. And I seen it by the creek, and then it was just like the bottom half of something hair, like big. I mean, it had legs bigger than anything I've seen, calves, and it was gone.
It was
Step behind a tree, and then it never come out from the other side of the tree. It never. It didn't walk.
That day you called me and I brought the drone over here.
Yeah.
See, Zach lives across the highway from me.
And there's that thing again. Show him that thing.
Well, I won't pick it up. Oh, yeah, I will.
Yeah,
that thing sounds rough, dude.
Well, that thing just was flying away from us a second ago, and then it just put it in reverse. It'd come right back the same way.
Yeah, see how it's blinking like a plane?
It sounds like a plane.
We're not making this up. This thing was going one direction, stopped. I was like, man, that thing is moving slow, and just whoop, start coming back.
Never made a U-turn, never.
That one there is making noise. That thing sounds rough.
It doesn't sound like the one
Kind of
we just heard.
misfired over cylinder number 3. No, I don't know.
Like a Volkswagen.
Yeah. But yeah, Zach lives right across the highway from me, and we've been best buddies since 5th grade, 6th grade. Bicycles, lawnmowers, cars.
We used to be brave.
Yeah.
We used to walk to each other's house in the dark. Like that thing in the water that night, whether it was throwing things.
Yeah, to me, it looked like a stick hit the water from the other side, like it came towards you.
Yeah, it came across towards us.
Yeah, and that weird sound that you were hearing, that, I mean, I got it on here. It's like, kabloosh, water. And
I heard it
was
3
a weird
times
sound.
before I went down by the water, and I don't know what possessed us to go down
you
there.
and Kelly went down there thinking,
Well, she's braver than I am, but she's like,
let's go, come on.
And I kid you not, as soon as we get to the edge of the riverbank, I shine my light and I see something fly and hit the water. And you got it on, yeah.
Yeah, you sent me the video, and I didn't know what you was talking about, and you come over to the house.
I don't know what
And
it was, dude.
you couldn't get to send to me, and you came over to the house, I plugged your phone in my computer, pulled it from your phone, watched it and listened to it. I'm like, holy shit, we gotta go put the drone in here right now, let's go.
Probably nothing but cuss words, but I was frightened.
Yeah.
Because, man, I ain't kidding. As soon as I got down there, it was like, oh, there's that note, wham, it hit the water. Luckily, I caught it.
You should tell that story, because I was meaning you talk about the killing fields, because you know I go down there to my buddy David's, and you told me a story. You know some people that live down there close to that don't hunt right there, but they hunt
Near there.
within, what do you think, 8 miles, 10
They
miles?
call it Ghost Holler. Well, it ain't the same place, I'm sure, but there's a place down there near there called Ghost Holler. I used to go out there and rattle at night and like shine light.
These are
on
old
deer.
timers that used to poach.
Well, I mean, something like that, but they would rattle and grunt, and then they would see deer, hear deer come in, and they would shine lights on them. One night they had red eyes that showed up in the field, and they'd park up by the woods and then kind of look down in this really kind of growed up field. Red eyes. So one of them decided they was going to pull trigger on this thing, and it just disappeared. And they went down there. There's nothing down there. Didn't see no blood. Didn't see no deers. Nothing. And then I'm pretty sure they seen eyes again, and they've never went back. Now they call it Ghost Holler because they could have swore whatever it was this, I don't know, not human, because it came back. Like anything that you shoot at.
These are old.
You shoot at something, it doesn't come back.
Yeah, deer camp stories of people that you knew.
Oh yeah,
long ago that
I don't even know.
did whatever they could to fill the freezers.
Yeah.
Now, what about that time, and that you were actually there and heard it, but when Carla had that running with something up there on a hill?
Oh yeah. Well, she was hunting, and most people come out at dusk. Well, Carla, she'll sit there until she
can't see her crosshairs.
Yeah, I mean, and then she got to the point it was time to go, so she wasn't in a stand or nothing. She goes to get up from sitting by this tree, start back towards the truck, and it's almost dark. It's dusk. As soon as she gets up and starts wandering down the hill, she hears something, so she sits back down. Then she said it was big, so she kind of got nervous because she's like, this don't sound like no deer. Deer got little bitty hooves. This made a lot of noise, and it was on, like she said, it was on 4 legs. Like it sounded like it was 4-legged. So she got nervous. She calls Jeff on the cell phone. He don't answer. She wanted her husband to come up there and get her, and didn't answer. So she said at this point she feels like she's got to get up and walk down towards the truck. Well, she could barely see this massive dark object, and she was trying to ease down the hill, and she said that thing was coming towards her, and she said she just sat there, kind of leaned down and just waited, and see if it'd go on wonder by it, but no, it was just coming right at her. She said it got really close to her. So close she was so uncomfortable she took a shot at it. And she said when she shot at that, it just came busting up even quicker. We heard 3 gunshots, and we heard from the truck. Mind you, we done made it to the truck, waiting on her. Her husband's like, man, you know, she needs to be coming out of the woods really soon. Bam, you know, and then it wasn't a second or two later, boom, boom, screaming, Jeff, help. About that time, Jeff takes off running up the hill. She come out of the woods, I mean, just shaking, nervous, no idea what it was. Way bigger than any deer she's ever, you know, just the object that she's seen coming at her was massive.
What
Jeff
tells me
says it
that
could have been a bear, but Carla said this thing was just charging her.
And what tells me it wasn't a bear is what she talked about, how bad it stunk.
Well, yeah, and it was like most bear, they're not going to keep running at you after you take 3 shots. Especially the big rifle. I mean, I wouldn't think.
These things are well known to be on all 4.
Yeah.
They say they don't really look comfortable when they're on all 4, but some people claim they move faster on all 4. Like that one Brittany seen by the gazebo.
Could have been Dogman too. I'm not sure.
Who knows? Who knows what it could have been?
I know that it took 3 shots. I don't know if she hit it or not. They never looked for blood. That's how nervous she was.
It was ready to go.
They got out of there.
You guys were all in the parking lot waiting on her to come out.
And I know she didn't really say a whole lot about it until later on that weekend. Like when she got in the truck, it was just kind of a blank, quiet ride all the way back to camp. And this was a spot down there we never really hunted. This was a friend of theirs' land that invited them to come out there, and it was in the normal spots we would go. I don't think she'd ever been in that part before, so.
Did you watch, last time I went down to the killing fields with Miguel, the first day I got there, we didn't do a whole lot of investigating. We were just kind of catching up. And we was trying to watch that forest fire, the wildfire down there. But he interviewed a guy. I don't know if you ever watched that.
Maybe.
But they had Harry running, and it was so bad that he went to the sheriff's department and told the sheriff's department, if anybody shows up with a bullet hole in them, I just want you to know it was me, because, explained the situation down there. I had these things charged, and you have to listen to the story. It's pretty intense.
That's what she said too. It charged her. Like once it knew that she was up there, I mean, it was headed in her direction the whole time until she rung off that last shot. And she said it turned and went back down the way it came up. But I've never heard a woman scream in that distressed sound.
And not all people her. She's like the mama bear of everybody when everybody's around her.
And she talks, she's really loud, and like loud in a good way, but that kind of made me hair stand up on my neck, and I was at the truck. Me and me and little friend Ethan, we're just hanging out around the truck in the back,
Out of all people that could have got nervous, that would have been the last one you would have thought it had been.
Well, she's brave.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the one that she goes out before dark. She comes back right at dark. I mean, she sits there all day. I've never known. I can't even sit in a stand all day. No lunch, nothing. Sit there from dusk to dawn. And I'm not too sure that she ever went back to that spot and ever hunted over there again.
Like my Aunt Kathy, that lives downriver from Shelby on the other side of the creek. She come out one night, the dogs are barking, and she's got that little barn there before you get to Jim's house on the right.
Yeah. And
she shined her light thinking it might be a person over there. She sees this big thing standing there with red eyes.
Well, that had red eyes too.
Yeah. And then Jim was telling me over here on Thompson Road, that field where Dad turned over the Explorer.
Yep.
He would pull in there after work and just kind of shine his headlights across there just to look at the deer. And he said one night he pulled in there and there was something out there with red eyes. And he said that, but they were real low to the ground, but they were big red eyes, but they were real low to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we did that job up here, upriver, and
Yeah.
she was telling us about their neighbors having issues with these black things.
Well, her husband was a believer too, remember?
Yeah.
He was not, he didn't really say a whole lot.
Well, he said that he was hunting.
Where was that at?
I don't remember. It was down there. Down there.
Darlington?
Down that way. And he said he was hunting, and, you know, birds, wildlife doing its things.
Mm-hmm.
And he could hear it coming. And he said it just went silent. And that's all he could hear. And he watched it. He was like down in the holler, and he watched that thing walk all the way across the top of that ridge.
And come around?
Yeah, he was like twice the size of a person. And it went down and around. And he said as soon as it was gone, the woods came back to life.
Mm-hmm. And you had actually said something about that to me before we even ever talked to him, too. About
how it gets quiet.
How it would get quiet. And
yeah, like you'd be sitting at my house and the frogs are going nuts. And then it's like someone flips a switch. And I sit out there thinking something's going to happen, and then they'll all come back in about 5-10 minutes. But it makes me wonder if there's something on the other side of the river walking down through there. Because one night, Shelby and Dad were working on that Chevy. Remember that white Chevy Tahoe they bought from Carmart that was the old police unit?
Mm-hmm.
They were putting a power steering pump on that thing. And something on the other side of the river at my house, back when Mom and Dad owned it, was running down the side of the bank. I could hear it crash into the woods. First I heard it screaming. They heard this thing screaming. Dad thought Mom fell inside the house or something. So Dad ran up the stairs and he got to the back door. And that's when he realized it wasn't coming from the house, it was coming from across the river. And Shelby's down there by the Tahoe and Dad's on the back porch. And he said you could hear it crashing down through the woods, screaming, down through there just. And it got down right there across where I catfish. Right there where it basically stops at dead end. Where Rod and them live.
mm-hmm.
That's where it stopped. Like it was just like, you could hear, they heard it stop running and stop screaming. That's,
Well, that night we were sitting out there with campfire, and I mean, no more than we started telling stories that whatever that was, I mean, it come charging through the, I mean, that was loud.
Oh, yeah, you were there that night.
Yeah,
Well,
we didn't.
I didn't even have my camera out. We were just sitting there with Billy and Charles.
We was all sitting down, and we all jumped up and didn't know which way to go. We was all running into each other like.
Yeah.
Oh man!
I was trying to run past Charles. He's in between. He's like real close to the fire. I'm trying to run in between him and the fire. He's trying to get up, and I'm trying to put him back down in the chair.
Everyone's sitting there, so it's not like somebody wandered off and was going to come through the woods and scare. Everyone was in the same spot.
Yeah,
around
we
the
were
same
all.
spot.
Hey, we came out. A whole lot happened, but that's part of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Day after day, just sitting there, and not a whole lot happening.
I was pretty scared, though.
It was creepy. You hear stuff moving around. And I know we heard one wood knock.
Which I think I got it on the recording.
Some stick breaks.
You scare me. You can hear way too much. It's pretty late last night when we went in.
Yeah. We sat out here for a long time, never turned the camera on. Until we decided we was going to go down in there.
I think we walked in on it or it walked in on us.
I think we ran into each other. You think about it, it was about that time we heard those whoops. It was about that time.
This is what scares. We was going in there and that's about my bedtime. So what was that thing doing? Come up here and look at me in my sleep?
Look in your window.
And I got cameras. But if they're smart enough, they'll figure a way to get around.
I heard a story about a guy that was having trouble at his place. He was on Sasquatch Chronicles, and he wasn't like on the show, but they were tough. It was called the Siege of something. I can't remember what it was, but he put up motion lights, and because they would like try to stay out of lights, but they got the lights figured out where they started putting sticks on the edge where the motion trigger, like it's range. And these things knew where not to go to trip them. And they would manage to get their hands on them and point them up or point them straight down. That was down in Oklahoma.
So they're smart.
One of the places we want to go.
Yeah. To Spot X.
So the time you're watching this video, we're probably in Washington while you're watching this. And I'm going to interview my cousin Jackson if Miguel don't go. So I'll either interview him for Miguel or whichever, but his encounter took place in Oklahoma, him and Michelle's, and you guys will kind of get the rundown on what happened, and we would like to go down there in that exact spot.
Pop a tin up.
That's why I bought that ambulance, but so far it's been nothing but a piece of junk. It's got low mileage and it's just falling apart. All I do is work on it. It's probably you guys haven't seen it in a while.
Worked on it pretty much all day today.
Yeah, I worked on it all day today and yesterday. Everything's breaking down. Alright guys, it's time to do the giveaway winner. They'll pop up right about now. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the share button. Help us out a little bit.
Yeah. Share, like, comment. You don't believe how much it helps. As soon as you leave, something happens.